All right, everyone, welcome to class. My name is Teacher Chad. This hour we are going to be practicing our reading and pronunciation as we read through a few short stories. The first short story we're going to take a look at is in the chat box right now. I will also be placing it in the Google chat box once we get a few more people in here, because I don't think it appears for you until you're actually in class. So let's see who we have in class so far. Hi there, Miguel. How you doing?
Hi, teacher. I was great. Thank you. And you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Good to see you again.
Thank you.
Okay, how about John? Hi there, John. How are you?
Hey Chad, I'm fine, thank you.
Excellent, excellent. Nice to see you again.
Thanks.
All right, how about Julieta? How are you doing?
Hi, I'm doing great, thanks.
Good, good. Nice to have you here in class. Right, and Amparo. Hi, Amparo. How are you?
Hi, teacher. Doing well. What about you?
I'm doing good, thank you. Good to see you.
Good to see you as well.
All right, you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. Okay. This here is called The Bird. All right. Okay, Amparo, let's start off with you. And I'll have you read from Jamie stood and read down to praying, please.
Okay. Jamie stood in a tight circle of his friends and a few yards into the thick woods behind his house. If someone were to spy on them, he or she would only see the backs of 4 boys wearing jeans and sneakers, heads bowed to their chests. Jamie's mother, who went to church every week, might have thought the boys were praying. Jamie pursed his mouth to one side and thought it would have been much easier if they had just been praying.
Okay, very good. Let's go to had just been. Okay, so give me a good D here instead of an S. It sounded like you say if they has just been, so had just. If they had just been praying.
If they had just been praying.
Okay, very good. Everything else was pretty good here. I had one up at the very top, but you made a lot of your own corrections. This was good. It was really good. The only thing I had here was the stop T on tight. Okay, so it sounded like you said tie circle. Okay, so if you're going to use a stop T, pitch your voice upwards. Tight circle.
Tight circle.
There you go. Okay, so instead of circle, circle. Tight circle.
Tight circle.
Good. All right, nice job. Excellent. Thank you. All right. Very good. Let's go to Angela.
Hi.
Hi, Angela. How are you?
Fine, and you?
I'm doing very well, thank you. Angela, where are you from?
Colombia.
Colombia. Awesome. Okay. Great. Let's have you continue, Angela, from a small bird. Finish this paragraph, and I'll have you read down to here where it says, into his eyes, please.
Okay. A small bird lay on the forest floor, its soft-looking chest rising with heavy, elaborate braids. Its right wing was twisted at an odd angle, away from its small round body. James' best friend Mike had thrown a rock at it, as it tried to take flight only 10 minutes early. Did he kill it? Asked Henry. No, look, it's breathing, said Jeremy, the leader of the group. It's really hard thought, Jamie said. Jamie looked at Mike, who was silent. His long hair had fallen into his eyes.
Okay, very good. Let's take a look here. First up, we have the word looked. Instead of looked, open up your mouth. Instead of an oo sound, it's looked. Jamie looked at Mike.
Jamie looked at Mike.
Okay, open up your mouth just a little bit more. Okay, instead of looked.
Looked.
Okay, that's pretty close. That's pretty close. Okay, so let's try this. Jamie looked at Mike.
Jamie looked at Mike.
There you go. Okay, this word here instead of thought. Okay, the word is though.
Though.
Okay, very good. Now, there are two words that are very similar. We have the word breath, okay, which ends with the th like that. Okay, but if it has an ing, that means it's the verb. When it is the verb, it's no longer breath, but it is breathe. So this is breathing.
Breathing.
Okay, very nice, very nice. Let's go to this one here. You're very close. The pronunciation is actually earlier.
Earlier.
Good. One more time. Earlier. Okay, very good. Let's work on the R sound here. Instead of thrown, it's thur. Give me a good R. Push your tongue downward. Thrown. Okay, almost. Let me hear it one more time. Thrown. There you go. That's pretty good. Nice control. Good. Let's go to check my notes. Okay, labored right here instead of labored. Okay, the e and the ed is silent. Okay, so this is labored. Okay, very nice. And let's go to the word lay instead of lie. It's lay, long a sound. Lay. And bird instead of beard, it's bird. Okay, a small bird lay on the forest floor.
A small bird lay on the floor.
Okay, all right, much better. Nice job. Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right, good. Let's continue here. Okay, let's go to Giulietta.
Yes.
Okay, Giulietta, let's have you continue from, but he hadn't pushed. Okay, finish this this page, and let me have you read down to, let's see, defiantly down here on the next page. Okay. Okay, but he
hadn't pushed it out on the way as he normally did. Jamie couldn't tell what he was thinking. "I think we should take it inside and fix it," said Henry. "You can't just fix it. It needs a vet or something," Jeremy said. Mike grunted. They all looked at him. "Let's just kill it," he said. "I don't think that's a good idea," Jamie said. "Well, it's already in pain," said Mike, crossing his arms defiantly.
Okay, very good. All right, so we have two words here. Okay, this word, the last word is defiantly.
Defiantly.
Okay, good. So we're going to say crossing his arms defiantly.
Crossing his arms defiantly.
Okay, very good. Next is grunted. Okay, so stop the sound on this one. Here you said Mike grunted. Okay, so take off that sound. So Mike grunted.
Mike grunted.
Good. Excellent. Everything else is really, really awesome. Okay, nice job.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, let's continue with John.
Okay.
Okay, John, please continue from he walked a few feet. Okay, finish this this paragraph, and let me have you read down to flung it, please.
Okay. He walked a few feet away and leaned against a tree. It's the humane thing to do. Jamie didn't understand what was going on. Mike had never any particularly strong feelings of violence. And then today, as they all walked through the woods to the fence, deep in the forest that marked the end of James' family's property. Mike just picked up a small rock and flung it.
Okay, very good. Let's go to our ed endings right here. Instead of picked, this word here is picked.
Picked.
Okay, so Mike just picked up a small rock. Try that.
Okay. Mike just picked up a small rock.
Okay, good. Now, combine these sounds. Right here. Instead of picked up, okay, connect them. Mike just picked up a small rock.
Mike just picked up a small rock.
Okay, so here, that's when we fall into the problem. So here you're saying pick it up. Okay, so it's picked up.
Picked up.
So add the T to the beginning of the word up. Picked up.
Okay.
Okay.
Picked up. Picked up.
Yeah, just like that.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mike just picked up a small rock.
Mike just picked up a small rock. Yeah.
Good job. Yeah, so if you cut off the T sound and you add it to the word up, instead of saying picked up, you're going to say picked up. Okay, if you just do that, that extra sound will disappear. It'll completely disappear, okay? All right, let's go to, okay, same thing here with walked instead of walked through. Okay, so this is as they all walked through the woods. Walked through.
Walked through. Okay. As they all walked through the woods.
Good, one more time. As they all walked through the woods.
As they all walked through the woods.
Okay, walked through. One more time. Walk through.
Walk through.
Okay, all right, good. Let's go to this word here. Exhibited. Exhibited.
Exhibited.
All right, one more time. Exhibited.
Exhibited.
Okay, good. And your last one is leaned. Give me a long E sound instead of lend. It's E, leaned. Leaned against a tree.
Leaned against the tree. A tree.
One more time. Leaned. Leaned against a tree.
Leaned against a tree.
All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, so flung it. Okay. All right, let's go to Miguel.
Yes.
All right, Miguel, let's have you continue from none of them. Finish this this paragraph. And let's have you... Okay, let me do some addition real quick. Okay, let's have you read down to here where it says, alone in the woods, please.
Okay. None of them what happened until Mike ran over to something lying on the floor and pointed at it. We are used to leave it, okay? Jeremy said. Good idea, said Henry. They started back on the path they had originally taken through the woods. What's going on? Jamie asked Mike. Nothing, Jamie. Mike followed Jeremy and Henry, and soon Jamie felt alone in the woods.
Okay, all right, very good. Now, there are some words that I don't know if you were jumping over on accident or if it was the signal, but there were some words that were skipped. Okay, and not just once, but like 3 or 4 times you had skipped over words. Okay, so watch out for that. Make sure that you're reading every word that you come to. Okay. All right, let's go to this word here. This word is pronounced originally. Originally.
Originally.
Okay, all right, that's pretty good. Let's pronounce the ed ending on started instead of start back. They started back on the path.
They started back on the path.
Okay, one more time. They started back on the path.
They started back on the path.
Okay, good. Next up is the word good. Instead of good with an oo sound, open your mouth. Good.
Good idea.
One more time. Good idea.
Good idea.
Okay, very nice. Okay, let's practice the J sound instead of just. Okay, and here's a part where you skipped over the word going. Okay, so you make sure to pronounce going here. So we're just going to leave it.
Okay. We are just going to leave it.
Okay, now here you're saying just. Okay, so when we pronounce the J sound, okay, you have to have a vibration. Right now you're not pronouncing a vibration, you're saying just. Okay, so when you pronounce the J, your lips need to come out. Okay, J instead of just. Okay, because I can pronounce the Y sound without moving my lips. Just. Okay, but you need a vibration here, and your lips need to come out. Okay, so the best thing for you to do is get a mirror. Okay, so you can look at your lips and make sure your lips are coming out. Because if your lips come out, it's easier for you to pronounce that sound. Okay, so let's try that. I want you to say just.
Just.
Pull them out. Vibration here, like you're saying just.
Just.
There you go. That's better. Okay. So let's go back here to the sentence. Okay, and we have we're just going to leave it.
We are just going to leave it.
Okay, that's better. That's better. We're almost there. Okay. Let's practice the ed ending here instead of point at it. Pointed at it. Pointed at it.
Okay. Pointed at it.
Good. One more time. Pointed at it.
Pointed at it.
Okay. All right. Here, you skipped over the word lying. Okay. So something lying on the floor.
Something lying on the floor.
Okay. Very good. Okay. Right here, instead of the word over, okay, it's like too much O sound. O. So this is O. So it's two sounds here. O. Over.
Over.
So Mike ran over to something lying on the floor.
Mike ran over to something lying on the floor.
Okay, good. And your last one here, you had skipped over the word knew. Okay, so none of them knew what had happened.
None of them knew what had happened.
Okay, nice job. Thank you. Okay, let's go to, let's see here, Monica. Hi, Monica. How are you?
Hi, I'm doing very well, thank you.
Excellent. Good to have you here. And Monica, you are from Italy, right? From what I remember?
Yes,
yeah.
correct.
Okay. From the north of Italy?
Yes.
Okay, cool. All right, let me have you read from he couldn't hear, and I'll have you read down to here where it says down their block, please.
Okay. He couldn't hear his friends' voices, just the soft sound of the wind rustling through the trees. He looked down at the little bird. Its eyes were building out a bit. It looked scared, and Jamie wanted to help it. He was angry with Mike for hurting the little bird. Jamie knew that Mike's dog had gotten hit recently by a car speeding down their block.
Okay, very good. Let's go to dog. Okay, right here, instead of saying dog and pronouncing an sound afterwards, control that sound. Okay, so we're going to say dog had. Go right to the word had. Mike's dog had gotten hit. So just tell there. Mike's dog had gotten hit.
Mike's dog had gotten hit.
Okay, one more time. Mike's dog had. Go right to had instead of dog had. Dog had.
Mike's dog had gotten hit.
Okay, and finish that off. Mike's dog had gotten hit.
Mike's dog had gotten hit.
Excellent. Excellent. That's how you do it. That's how you get rid of that sound, the sound after some of the consonants. Okay? All right, next up we have the word bulging. Bulging.
Bulging.
Good, good. So its little eyes were bulging out a bit.
Its eyes were bulging out a bit.
Okay, very good. And let's go to the word rustling. Okay, so in this word, the T will not make a sound. It's between two consonants, the S and the L, so we make it disappear. Okay, so sound of the wind rustling through the trees.
Sound of the wind rustling through the trees.
Okay, very nice. Very nice. And your last one is the word couldn't. Right here, instead of couldn't, give me an sound. He couldn't hear his friends' voices.
He couldn't hear his friends' voices.
Okay, watch the T sound, or watch the after T instead of couldn't. He couldn't hear. Go straight from the T to the word hear. He couldn't hear.
He couldn't hear his friends' voices.
That's it. That was great. All right, nice job, Monica. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, let's go to, whoops. All right, let's go to, I believe it's Paul. The other Paul. You're Pavel. I have Paul here. Paul?
Hello. Yeah.
Hi, Paul. How are you?
Yeah, I'm fine. Thanks you very much for asking.
Very good. Paul, where are you from?
I'm from Russia, yeah, and you can see the Russian flag on my picture.
Yes, I can. What part of Russia are you from?
Oh, I'm like not a central part, but I'm not so far away from capital city Moscow, about 300 kilometers away. So that's like a European part of Russia.
Okay, so you're to the west of Russia then, or
yeah.
west of Moscow?
I'm like a bit lower.
Okay.
Yeah, western part of Russia. You're right.
Okay. So are you down closer to the Caucasian mountains?
A little bit, yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, let's have you continue here, reading from Mike had told down to moving, please.
Okay. Mike had told Jamie all about how his dog's legs and chest had been crushed. He had seen the whole thing. Jamie bent down close to the bird and stroked the feathers on its back. He crouched on his heels and watched as it moved slowly up and down with the strength of each breath. Its eyes still bulged out, but now it looked calmer. After a few more minutes, it stopped moving. Okay.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word the here. You jumped over it. Okay, with the strength of each breath.
Okay, with the strength of each breath.
Yeah, go ahead and combine those with the strength of each breath.
Okay, with the strength of each breath.
Okay, very good. And the only other one here is the sound on bird. Instead of bud, ba, okay. It's bird.
Okay, bird. Yeah?
Okay. Now, are you looking for more of a British accent or an American accent?
Yeah, I am British.
Okay, so if you're going for a British accent, that's okay.
I can replicate. It's a bird. Yeah?
Yeah. So if you want the British accent, then that's fine. As well as like calmer, instead of saying calmer, you can say calma. Okay, and pronounce more of an sound. Yeah, but in American English we do say and like bird and calmer. Okay, it's more of an sound. We lean heavy on that. Yeah, but everything else is pretty good. Nice job.
Okay, thanks.
Okay, good. Let's go to Pavel.
Okay, I'm here.
All right, Pavel. Let's have you read from Jamie picked it up. Okay. Down to the forest floor, please.
Okay. Jamie picked it up and placed it in a pile of leaves at the base of the tree. He began to dig a hole, but the thick roots of the tree and made it wide and deep enough to hold the dead bird. As he worked, a sweat beaded on his forehead. Dirt was caked and on his knees by the time he had put the bird in the hole and filled it back up with leaves and other material from the forest floor.
Okay, nice, very good. Let's take a look at the word filled. Now here we're going to be working on short I sounds. Okay, so here instead of saying filled, okay, give me an filled.
Filled.
There you go. Good. One more time. Filled.
Filled.
Okay. So, and filled it back up with leaves.
And filled it back up with leaves.
Good job. Next up, we have the word sweat instead of sweet. Okay, this is a short E sound. Okay, so sweat beaded on his forehead.
The sweat beaded on his forehead.
Okay, very nice. Next up, we have the word dead instead of deed. Okay, this is a short E as well, just like sweat. Okay, so deep enough to hold the dead bird.
Deep enough to hold the dead bird.
Instead of dead, dead.
Dead bird.
Okay, one more time. Deep enough to hold the dead bird.
Deep enough to hold the dead bird.
Nope. Dead.
Dead bird. Oh, dead bird.
There you go. There you go. Okay, good, good. Okay, let's go to the word thick instead of thick. Okay, give me a short I. The thick roots.
The thick roots. Thick roots.
Okay, all right. Thick roots. Okay, we're going to do the same thing with dig instead of dig. Okay, dig.
Dig.
Okay, very good. And let's see here. Last one here. Picked. Okay, so Jamie picked. Jamie picked it up.
Jamie picked it up.
Okay, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, let's go to Alexander. How you doing?
Hi, thank you. I'm doing well.
Very good, very good. All right, let's have you continue from when he was done. Finish the paragraph and read down to here. Walked over to him, please.
Okay. When he was done, he suddenly didn't feel like following his friends to the fence. Instead, he walked back toward the backyard with the grass and old wooden swing set. He sat on one of the swings and skimmed his toe in the unruly grass. His mother was always asking him to mow the lawn, but he never wanted to. After a while, his friends emerged from the forest's shade and walked over to him.
Okay, all right, pretty good. All right, let's go to, let's see here. Okay, so we're working on the word toes, okay? So here you are angling your O just a little bit too much here at the end. So instead of toes, okay, it's toes. Okay,
Toes.
less pressure on the word.
Toes.
Toes. Okay.
Toes.
Good. So, and skimmed his toes in the unruly grass.
And skimmed his toes in the unruly grass.
Okay. One more time. And skimmed his toes in the unruly grass.
And skimmed his toes in the unruly grass.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You have when you're saying toes, it has more of a British accent than an American accent. Okay. Because you're saying toes.
Toes.
Okay, so you're putting too much pressure. You're digging your tongue too far down in your mouth, saying toes. Okay.
Toes.
When we say an O, okay, our tongue, we're not pushing the base of our tongue down. Okay, it's laying lightly on the bottom of the mouth. Okay, toe.
Toes.
Okay, so that's the difference between the British and the American pronunciation there. Okay, let's go to the word wooden instead of wooden. Open up your mouth here. Wooden. Okay. All right.
I'm sorry, wooden?
Okay, are you still there?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, let's try this here. Wooden.
Wooden.
Okay. All right, very good. Let's go to okay, grass. Now, when you're pronouncing your GRs, you're actually pronouncing a GU. You're saying guas. Instead of guas, it's grass with an sound.
Grass.
There you go. Good. One more time. Grass.
Grass.
Okay, good. Next up, we have friends. Same type of situation. Instead of friends with an foo, okay, an fu, pronounce it an r. Friends.
Friends.
Okay, instead of friends. Okay, so here's the difference. You're saying friends. Okay, instead of friends.
Friends.
There you go. One more time. Friends.
Friends.
Okay, that time it broke up. One more time. Friends.
Friends.
Good. That's better. That's what you want it to sound like. Okay. Okay. Your last one here. Instead of suddenly. Okay. Suddenly.
Suddenly.
Okay. Very nice. So let's try this. He suddenly didn't feel like following his friends to the fence.
He suddenly didn't feel like following his friends to the fence.
Good. Yeah. So that's good. So you want to focus on that R. I can tell you're focusing on it right now, and it may feel a little unnatural at first, but once your mouth gets used to pronouncing that FR or that GR or the PR, it'll be much easier for you. You'll start to get muscle memory, and you won't have to think about it anymore. Okay. Nice job. Nice job. Thank you. Okay. Let's see here. Marianne, how are you? Marianne, are you there? Nope, I can't hear you. Yep. Check your microphone. You may need to leave and then come back in. Okay, but yeah, if you leave and come back in, I'll come back to you. Okay. All right, let's go to Amparo.
Okay.
All right, Amparo, let's have you read from What Happened to You. Finish here and read down to Do Something with It, please.
What happened to you? Jeremy demanded. Henry and Mike stood a little behind Jeremy, Henry shifting from one foot to the other and Mike looking away, toward the back of Jamie's house. Nothing. I just didn't want to go to the fence. The bird wasn't where we left it, Jeremy said. He sounded angry and annoyed, like he had been planning to do something with it.
Okay. All right. Very good. Let's go to 2 words. We're going to be working on the endings of these words. Okay. So here, instead of lie, he didn't. Like he had planned, or had been planning. Try that. Like he had been planning.
Like he had been planning.
Okay. Very good. The other one here is bird. Okay. Pronounce that D instead of burr. Wasn't the burr? The bird. The bird wasn't where he left it. Where we left it.
The bird wasn't where we left it.
One more time. The bird wasn't where we left it.
The bird wasn't where we left it.
Okay, very good. And the last one for you is the word other instead of other. Other.
Other.
Okay, so Henry shifting from one foot to the other.
Henry shifting from one foot to the other.
Okay, good. All right, nice job. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay. All right, let's go to Marianne. You want to check your microphone again? Nope, I still can't hear you. Can anyone else hear her? Sometimes it's just my microphone, but
no.
No one can hear you? Okay.
No.
Yeah, no one can hear you, Marianne. Okay. Yeah, check your settings. See if you can correct that. Okay. All right. Let's see, Angela.
Yes.
All right, Angela. Let's have you read from So. Did you move it? Okay. And let me have you read down to here where it says watch the sunset, please.
Okay. So, did you move it? Jeremy looked back at Mike as if he wanted Mike to back him up. Yeah, Jamie said, a little defiantly. "You're a weird dude, Jane," Jeremy said. He shook his head and gestured more for Mike and Henry to follow him around Jane's house to the street, so they could walk home. Jamie sat in the backyard for a while and watched the sunset.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. All right, let's go to the word street here. Instead of saying stret, okay, it's E. Raise your tongue in the back of your mouth. Street.
Street.
Okay, one more time. Instead of street, take off the it's street.
Street.
Okay, very good. Okay, let's add the S to Jamie. Okay, and we're going to say Jamie's house to the street.
Jamie's house to the street.
Okay, instead of Jamie's, it's Jamie's. Jamie's house to the street.
Jamie's house to the street.
Okay, add that S. Jamie's. Jamie's house to the street.
Jamie's house to the street.
Okay, one last time with street. Instead of street, focus on that R. Street.
A street.
Okay, all right, we'll leave it at that. Good job. Let's go to the word gestured. Gestured.
Gestured.
Okay, give me a D sound at the end. Gestured.
Gestured.
Okay, pretty good. Let's go to the word shook. Right here, instead of shook, open up your mouth. Shook.
Shook. Shook.
Okay, instead of shock, it's shook.
Shook.
Yeah, there you go. That's the sound. He shook his head.
He shook his head.
Good job. Good. Okay, let's go to the word little. Right here, instead of little defiantly, it's little.
Little.
Oh, try that word. Little. Instead of little, short I.
Little.
There you go. Little. Good. And I think that was it. All right. Nice job. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. Good. Let's go to Julieta.
Yes.
Okay, Julieta, let's have you read from he wasn't sure. Okay. Finish this the story. I think that's it. Yeah, go ahead and finish this, and then I'll have you read some more on the next one, please.
He wasn't sure what had happened, but he didn't regret burying the poor bird. Before he went inside for dinner, he resolved to offer to mow the lawn the next day.
Okay, very good. All right, so the only part here, you added the word to, and with the word regret, you said regret. Okay, so you said regret. I can't do it. Oh goodness, regret to burying. Okay, so let's try this here. I want you to say regret burying.
Regret burying.
Okay, so but he didn't regret burying the poor bird.
But he didn't regret burying the poor bird.
Good job. Good job. Okay, let's go to our next story here. And that was bird, bird, bird. And we're going to go to most important question. Okay. Okay, here's the next story, you guys. Okay. All right, and Julieta, let's have you continue. Please read from in a jungle down to together, please.
In a jungle there was a large cool pond where many animals came to drink. Tall animals like giraffes and small animals like meerkats all came to this pond and drank from the water together.
Okay, all right, good. Let's go to, there you only have one part here. Now your pronunciation was okay, but I'm looking at intonation on the sentence. Okay, so here you said, all came to this pond. Okay, so you emphasized this and came down on pond. We want to come up a little bit more on pond. Okay, so let's see here. All came to this pond. So yeah, so instead of coming all the way up on this, yeah, just keep it coming down. Okay, dot, 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 dot. All came to this pond.
All came to this pond.
Okay, good. Okay, so and small animals like meerkats all came to this pond.
And small animals like meerkats all came to this pond.
Good job. Good job. Okay, nice. Excellent. Thank you.
Thanks.
Okay, let's go to, let's see here. Miguel?
Yes.
All right, Miguel, please continue from each species. Finish this paragraph and read down to here where it said, ever seen him before, please?
Okay. Each species had its own section at the pond. The zebras did not drink by the cranes, and the elephant did not drink by the monkeys. It was a very peaceful place. One day, a hippopotamus came to the pond and bent to drink some water right where the giraffes usually drank. None of the other animals had ever seen him before.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to this word here. Instead of known, okay, this word is none.
None.
None. None of the other animals.
None of the other animals.
Okay, good. Right here, whenever you have an AN, okay, and like an AN G or an ANK, okay, it's going to be a long A sound. So instead of drunk, okay, this is A-ink, drink.
Drink.
Good. One more time. Drank.
Drink.
Instead of drank, drank.
Drink.
Good job. Next here, instead of jirafes, okay, this is giraffes.
Giraffe.
Very good. Right here, okay, this is hippopotamus. Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Okay, one more time. Hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Okay, and most of the time, you guys, we just use this word here. We say hippo. Okay, so a lot of times if we see a hippopotamus, we don't say the whole word. We just say hippo because hippopotamus is too long, right? And we are lazy. Okay, let's go to this word here. The word is very instead of very. Very peaceful place.
Very peaceful place.
Okay, good. Right here, instead of elephants, it's elephants. Elephants.
Elephants.
Okay, one more time. Elephants.
Elephants.
Okay, very nice. And the last one for you, all right, two more actually. Right here, Z. Give me a Z sound. Zebras.
Zebras.
One more time. Zebras.
Zebras.
Okay, good. And the last one is own instead of own. Okay, it's only own. Own.
Own.
Okay, good. Thank you. Nice job. All right, let's go to Monica. Okay. Monica, please read from They Were Frightened. Finish this page. And let me have you read down to here where it says, like to eat, please.
They were frightened. He was really big and did not seem to care about the rules of the pond. We should tell him to go away, a market whispered to a monkey. The monkey nodded. They were both much smaller than a hippopotamus, and they were very nervous about getting eaten by him. You see, since none of the animals had ever seen a hippopotamus, They did not know what it liked to eat.
Okay, nice job. Nice job. 2 words for you. Okay, so on the word eaten, you added an H, saying getting heaten. Okay, so it's getting eaten, eaten by him.
Getting eaten by him.
Good. One more time. Getting eaten by him.
Getting eaten by him.
Okay, very good. And the other sound here is mere instead of meerkat. Mere. A meerkat whispered to a monkey.
A meerkat whispered to a monkey.
Good. Yeah, everything else was awesome. Okay, really good reading. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. Next up we have Paul.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay, so let's have you read from It Was Very Important and read down to here where it says the food chain, please.
Okay, it was very important that all of the animals in the jungle knew what the others' preferred foods were so that they could protect themselves. The zebras knew to stay away from the lions who preyed on them, and the mice knew to stay hidden under the trees, away from the large birds who swooped down to eat them. All of the animals in the jungle grew up learning about the food chain.
Okay, that was pretty good. Okay, nice vowel sounds according to British pronunciation. It was pretty good. Obviously, I'm not an expert on British pronunciation, but yeah, it was okay. Okay, nice job.
Okay, thanks.
Good. Let's go to Pavel.
Okay.
Okay, Pavel, let's have you read from this food chain. Finish this paragraph, and let's have you read down to here where it says, do you think he eats plants? Yeah, down to here where it says worriedly, please.
Okay. This food chain was a part of life. The animals who were eaten provided important nutrients for the animals that ate them, like proteins and fat that helped the eaten to grow. How do you think lions become so big and strong? A giraffe came up to there, and meerkat and monkey stood by the pond and leaned its long head down to talk to them. Do you think he eats plants? The giraffe asked worriedly.
Okay, good. Let's try that last word one more time. Worried. Give me a long E sound there. Worriedly.
Worriedly.
Okay, one more time. Yeah, worriedly.
Worriedly.
Okay, very good. Next up, we have the word leaned. Leaned. Okay, and leaned its long head down.
And leaned its long head down.
Okay, so instead of head down, okay, head down. So stress head. And
Head
leaned
down.
its long head down.
And leaned its long head down.
Okay, very good. Next up, we have, let's see here, the word strong instead of strong, stro. Okay, str. Give me a CHR sound. Str. Strong.
Strong. Strong.
Okay, there you go. Good, good. Nice job. Okay, let's go to here. You had said eaten. Okay, this is an ER at the end, so the eaters grow. The eaters or the eaters grow.
The eaters grow. The eaters to grow.
Yeah, so watch your tongue on eaters and grow. Okay, nice and smooth. Okay, the eaters grow.
The eaters grow.
Okay, so here you're saying eaters. Okay, you're rolling your R. Watch your tongue on the word eaters. The eaters grow.
The eaters grow.
There you go. That's better. Next up. Okay, we have the word nutrients. Nutrients.
Nutrients.
Okay, one more time. So here instead of saying dot dot on, it's dot dot on. Nutrients.
Nutrients.
There, good, good. Okay, and your last one here is the word provided. Give me a good V sound there in the middle. Provided.
Provided.
Good. Okay, so we're going to say provided important nutrients for the animals.
Provided important nutrients for the animals.
Okay, nutrients was good. Give me a better V on provided. Provided.
Provided important nutrients for the animals.
Okay, that's pretty good. It's pretty good. Okay, nice job, Pavel. Thank you.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, very nice. Let's go back up here to the top with Amparo. All right, Amparo, let's have you continue. From giraffes only eat plants. Finish this paragraph and read this next one, ending on sorry, giraffe.
Okay. Giraffes only eat plants, and because the hippopotamus was so close to the ground, this giraffe was afraid he would eat all the plants before they could grow tall enough for the giraffe to eat. A zebra skipped up to the group, still in a huddle. You have nothing to worry about, weird cat and monkey, he said. It looks like the new guy likes plants. Sorry, giraffe.
Okay. All right. The only word here is giraffe. Give me a good R instead of giraffe. Giraffe.
Giraffe.
One more time. Sorry, giraffe.
Sorry, giraffe.
Good, good. All right, that word's probably a hard one. You're like, oh, I know. you want to pronounce it in the Spanish with the Spanish accent. So bad. So good. Nice job. Nice job. Okay. Let's see here. Nope. Okay, let's go to Angela.
Yep.
All right, Angela, let's have you finish off our story, and I'll have you read just a bit more on the next story as well. Go ahead and read that, please.
The four animals looked over the hippopotamus, and now about a third of the way into the pond, chomping on some very green leaves with a content and happy expression of his face.
Okay, very good. All right, let's go to the word chomping instead of chomping. Okay, when we pronounce the CH sound, it's a puff of air, and then we stop it. Ch, instead of sh. Chomping is an SH sound. Okay,
Chomping.
It's a push of the sound. Okay, so when we pronounce this, ch, your tongue needs to touch the top of your mouth. When you pronounce the SH sound, you say shh, and your tongue does not touch the top. Okay, so let me show you here. Okay, so right now, okay, your tongue is down here, and you're saying chomping, chomping. Okay, in the CH sound, your tongue has to be touching the top of your mouth. Ch, chomping, and it goes ch, and we push air through at one time. Chomping.
Chomping.
There you go. Okay, touch the top of your mouth one more time. Okay, and you can set yourself up. Go like this. Okay, touch and then close your mouth.
Chomping.
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 There you go. That's it. Okay, so it's tongue to the top of your mouth, lips out. Okay. Okay, one more time. Chomping.
Chomping.
Good. Good. Yeah, so what I would do is probably practice a lot of words with the CH sound. Chocolate, chomping, chafe, okay? All of those CH sounds. Child, children, okay? To get that sound perfected, because Colombians and Venezuelans and Argentines have a really, really hard time with that sound.
Yes.
Okay? Because you pronounce it like an SH sound. So just remember, tongue to the top of the mouth, drop it down and push air through, and then stop the sound.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Let's take a look at another part here. Okay. Let's go to third right here instead of third. Okay. The IR is an ER sound. Third.
Third.
Give me a D instead of third. Okay.
Third. Third.
Okay. So now about a third of the way.
Now about a third of the way.
Okay, good. And instead of hippopotamus, it's hippopotamus.
Hippopotamus.
Okay, good. And I think Oh, last one here. Over instead of over. Okay? Watch your tongue on the R. Over, over.
Over.
Uh-huh. Looked over.
Looked over.
Instead of lu, open the mouth. L. Looked. Looked over.
Looked over.
Okay, that's better. Almost there. One last time. Instead of la, locked, looked.
Looked over.
Okay, let me show you here, and this will be our last thing here. So right now you're saying la, locked, and lu, looked. Your lips are coming too far forward and too far down. Okay, so it's a lazy sound. You don't move your jaw down. Okay, and your tongue just kind of sits there. Okay, so it's looked.
Looked.
There you go. Notice I don't even move my lips. Looked. Looked.
Looked.
Good. Yeah. So when I pronounce that sound, it's very lazy. It's called a neutral sound. It's actually the is about right here. It's neutral 2. Okay. And you don't have to move your lips or anything like that. Okay.
Okay.
All right. Great. All right, you guys. Thank you for coming in. It was great having you here. The dog. I don't know where the dog is. Amparo. I think it's upstairs with my dad or something like that. Yeah. It's not barking. That's all I care about. Very good. Okay, you guys. Thanks for coming in. We'll see you. Bye.
Thank you.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye bye. Thank you.